What's up, everybody? It's your girl Catchify with what's hot and trending in entertainment. Here's our YouTube top 5 trending for April 22nd. Trending at number 1 is Massacre, Sean Paul, and Skilly Bang with their track Everest. Coming in at that number 2 position is Tommy Lee and Vybz Kartel with Dark Ages by Navigator Entertainment Group. Holding it down at number 3 is Intense with Intense versus Tashawn. Sean Storm featuring Chronic Law with their track Gun and Psalms by YG Records and Quashana Records in at number 4. And closing out our YouTube top 5 is Intense, Iwata, Sadiki, Invasion, and Was with their hit Yang Badness. And that concludes our YouTube top 5 trending. Our hot and trendy celebrity for this bite is none other than dancehall and reggae singer Mr. Hatras I-Octane. The entertainer began a life-changing journey 5 months ago to get rid of some pounds and was so steadfast in his quest. Nothing but results are showing now. Octane started out his weight loss ambition at just a little over 250 pounds, and with consistency, he has shed a whopping 100 pounds. Yes! Octane says he kept the pedal to the pavement in the spirit of inspiration for others, saying he pulled through in order to show folks not to give up on themselves. The 100 pounds is visible at first glance, as the artiste is now boasting a chiseled face, higher cheekbones, and a slimmer waistline, thanks to a strict workout routine and a diet filled with leafy green meals. The Meditation Corner host says he is willing to help his supporters on their journey, but they must follow his instructions. So big up to I-Octane, and I know the ladies are looking forward to a fit, hot Ras summer. Chat hangs who? Hot Ras will say. A leaked prison photo of dancehall artist Tommy Lee has been making its rounds on social media. The surroundings of the photo is not a pretty sight, but it is motivation for onlookers to stay out of the prison system. Some responses on the picture included, "Lord, keep me on the good side of the law," and others were saying, "Then could I leave my nice clean house and go live in this?" It wasn't only Lee in the photo though. He was posing with someone else who looked like a visitor. Tommy Lee is currently serving a 3-year prison sentence for illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition. Ghanaian actress Rosamund Brown was granted bail pending an appeal after facing jail time for a 2020 photo she posted with her son. The photo in question included Rosamund and her then 7-year-old son face to face. She was in the nude and he was in his underwear. Her followers voiced their distaste for the picture, causing her at the time to publicly apologize and ask for forgiveness. The actress initially pled not guilty, but later on changed her plea and was convicted and sentenced to 90 days in prison earlier this month on charges relating to publication of obscene material. However, she was granted bail under the conditions that she turn in her passport and report to the case investigator at least 2 weeks every month. Social media giant platform Twitter, in an announcement, said they are setting up their first African-based headquarters in Ghana, saying the West African nation is a champion for democracy, a supporter for free speech, online freedom, ironically, and open internet. I wonder if Rosamund Brown would agree. Anyways, Twitter is searching for qualified applicants to fill several roles in the venture, including marketing and communications. Ghanaian president calls the venture a beautiful partnership between Twitter and Ghana. Home Alone actor Macaulay Culkin and Disney star Brenda Song Culkin has welcomed their first child together. The couple paid tribute to Macaulay, naming the baby Dakota after his late sister, who died in 2008 after being struck by a car in Los Angeles. In a statement, the new mom and dad said they were overjoyed with this new chapter of their lives. Late Jamaican footballer Luton Shelton was posthumously given a distinguished honor by the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation recently. The organization passed a resolution to bestow the honor of the keys to the city of Kingston to the footballer. Councillor for Tivoli Gardens Division Donovan Samuel says Shelton was an example and a beacon for members of the community in Tivoli. Shelton's career as a reggae boy spanned from Harbourview to the United Kingdom and Europe. The Leon Bailey Dare to Care Foundation was established just last month and have wasted no time being charitable. The foundation gifted children at the Nest Salvation Army Children's Home in St. Andrew with 25 tablets. Bailey said it's a small token, but it's important to let them know that people care. The foundation's chairman, Craig Butler, says the mandate of the organization is to help needy children, and Bailey wants the kids to know that this small token is the Phoenix All-Stars Football Academy's way of saying, I care. Actress Helen McCrory has died. In an announcement on social media, McCrory's husband said he was heartbroken to announce that after a heroic battle with cancer, the beautiful and mighty woman that is Helen McCrory has died peacefully at home, surrounded by a wave of love from friends and family. McCrory was best known for her roles in Harry Potter and the James Bond film Skyfall and TV show Peaky Blinders. She was 52 years old. Dancehall artist Tifa and her new restaurant is developing a reputable name for themselves in the town of Davie, Florida. The Jella Silva singer in an announcement said she had the honor of catering to the town's mayor, students from Nova State University, and other distinguished guests from her Dulce's Jamaican and Everything restaurant at the opening of the new luxury apartment complex in Davie. Tifa said it was a pleasure and that the patrons thoroughly enjoyed it. Dulce's has not officially opened its doors for indoor dining, however, they are available for catered events. American actress and model Chrissy Teigen is back on Twitter. In a tweet, Teigen said, "Turns out it feels terrible to silence yourself and also no longer enjoy belly chuckles randomly throughout the day and also lose like 2,000 friends all at once, LOL." Teigen announced to her 13 million followers in March that she was leaving the social platform as it wasn't serving her as positively as it did negatively. But just weeks into her hiatus, she returned because she missed them dearly. Now Teigen says she chooses to take the good with the bad. In an effort to develop musical talent, the Buju Banton Foundation has teamed up with music streaming platform Audiomack to donate musical equipment to the boys at the Mount Olivet Boys Home in Manchester. Banton says many of the boys in the home have expressed interest in becoming musicians, and that is part of the reason why these equipments will be donated to that institution. Facility director says the foundation has gone above lip service, and while thanking them, says they are providing hope to the hopeless and sense of direction to the lost. The Jamaican Cultural Development Commission, or JCDC, has issued a call for Jamaican artists and songwriters to enter the 2021 Jamaica Festival Song Competition. Orville Hill, chairman of the JCDC, says, just like last year, the competition will be staged virtually due to the current global health crisis. The plan is to record all performances using various platforms so that the public can listen and exercise their choice similarly to the year before. Hill says the competition will help to regain a sense of pride and patriotism as we move into the celebrations for emancipation and the upcoming independence in August. Mega music producer DJ Khaled recently announced that the almost completion of his 12th studio album from Jamaica. Although most things concerning the new album seems to be under wraps, he did reveal that the title will be called Khaled Khaled. And from countless social media posts, we can assume his good friend Buju Banton will be featured, likewise Capotan and Barrington Levy. Khaled said he does the best of his work on Holy Mountain, the name he gave the location where he was staying, and that this new body of work is 98.7% done. International dancehall artist Beenie Man recently gave fans a look inside the resting place of his late mother, affectionately known as Mama Lilith, while giving his fans a 360 view of the luxurious tomb which really looks like a small apartment equipped with a sofa, modern door, and a wall mirror with his mom's picture in it, while his mom rested in her coffin at the center. Beenie Man expressed he was just holding the vibes with his mother. Mama Lilith passed away last September after suffering a stroke. Dancehall artist Dovey Magnum says she's on the road to fitness to work off some weight with the encouragement from her new bodyguard. Dovey says 7 a.m. every morning she starts her routine with a walk around her neighborhood. Her goal is to build some muscles and lose that stubborn belly fat from her stomach and also her arms and chin areas. The artist says it's transformation time as Big Belly is out of season. Rather than concede to critics saying he's bad mind, dancehall artist Mr. Lex defended his tweet that called for DJ Khaled to work with different artists when he comes to Jamaica. In the tweet in question, Lex made an observation that every time the American producer comes to Jamaica, he uses the same artist, and as a result, the songs don't hit. And that didn't go over well with some fans. Lex, with the laughing emoji, said it's a good thing he's not weak-hearted and says it's the ones who don't know him best are the ones who's giving it to him the most. His supporters did come to his aid, encourage him to don't pay them any mind, and while they agree with him, he was talking facts. Mega social media platform Facebook is adding a new feature to their app which includes podcasts and live audio rooms. Facebook app chief Fiji Simo said in just a few months, users will be able to listen to podcasts directly from the app, both while using it and while the app is in the background. Tech analyst Rob said Facebook's move is a natural response to a competitive threat, referring to audio-based app Clubhouse. Dancehall artist Tulak says walking away from a life of crime is not an easy task for artists who have lived a double life. In a recent podcast, Locks reminded listeners that they may not understand how badness works and shared that in some cases, it's the bad man who turns artist and can't get out of what he's already started, as opposed to the other way around. The artist says even if talent takes such persons far up in the music industry, chances are they will still dabble in the bad man lifestyle as they might feel compelled to defend whatever they had already started. Bounty Killer is one of the many dancehall artists who were on the defense after Prime Minister Andrew Holness claimed that the music contributes to the country's high crime rate. However, he says he has made mistakes in the past by singing such songs as Spy for Dead, but he has learned from that and he is a different man now than he was then. Killer says growth has allowed him to participate in the Crime Stop campaign, and while he did not agree that the music causes violence, he says he is grown enough as an artist and as a man to assess the potential impact. Dancehall artist Beenie Man appeared in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court and pled guilty to breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act. The veteran artist also faced charges of breaching the Noise Abatement Act, to which he pled not guilty, and that offense was dismissed. When speaking to local media, Beenie Man said he did not want to appear to be above the law. Beenie Man was charged by the Black River Police last December for hosting a party a month before in December at a location in the Shrewsbury district of St. Elizabeth. He is to be sentenced on the 17th of May. International dancehall artist Spice shared bits and pieces of the fun she's having in Panama City with her man Justin Budd. Talking to her 3 million fans on social media, Spice teased, saying besides the beautiful day she was having, she had an even better night. Then pans the camera around to her boo, winking at her statement. Spice shared more clips of them cuddling and of her enjoying the beautiful view, but while fans were watching them, the starlet was busy eyeing her man, saying, "Watch man, watch teeth," basking in every moment as the two lovebirds giggled away. If you don't know how to walk in heels, well, dancehall artist D'Angel has got you covered. Weeks ago, a video of her running in heels then climbing a tree in said heels received an enormous amount of praise from fans. So in true boss fashion, Angel is seizing the opportunity to capitalize on her talent. In a video invite on social media, the starlet encouraged her fans to register for her Learn to Walk in Heels class and urged them to make haste as space was limited. Classes begin on May 8th. Dancehall and reggae artist I-Octane is celebrating his 5-month milestone on his weight loss journey. The entertainer has lost a whopping 100 pounds during that period of time and says that the transformation wasn't easy, but in the spirit of inspiring others to not give up on themselves, he pulled through it all. The Singjay offered diet help to those embarking on their own journey, providing they follow his instructions. However, he did warn that it's not going to be an overnight process and insisted they take their lives back into their own hands, ending with #RemedyBoss. Regionally, St. Vincent and the Grenadines' own adventurer and thrill seeker, and affectionately known as Lava Man, is facing tough scrutiny after his recent stunt to the La Soufrière volcano. Just days after the volcano erupted on the island that left many in red zones displaced from their residence, Lava Man, who rose to social media popularity for his climbs up to the mountain before the eruption, made his way to the summit of the still smoldering hot rock, recording himself and others who were with him. As the video made rounds on social media, gaining attention from many, calling the daredevil brave, scientist Professor Richard Robertson of the team monitoring the volcano had a different opinion. Robertson called Lava Man's action foolish and dotish, and says he put himself and his co-hikers in danger. The volcano did erupt again just hours after Lava Man left the summit. Whew. The Jamaican media fraternity is mourning the loss of one of its most respected journalists. In an announcement, the RJR Gleaner Communications Group confirmed the passing of veteran broadcaster Michael Sharp. In a tweet by General Manager Claire Grant, who sent condolences to his family and friends, Sharp's journalistic career spanned over 3 decades, and he has left quite a legacy behind. He was 65 years old. I'm your host, Catch a Fire. Stay tuned for more Ebites at the top of the next hour.